So I have a question for you, Melissa. I don't know if you can share with us any tips. So I know that Amazon has uh, business development people in place where they like to bring in new brands onto the marketplace. And one thing that they are able to do is if they send you an invite to open the seller account, at that point, they get assigned to the account. So they become the account executive or whatever. So if anything happens, then you have somebody there that you can call on. But if they are not the ones sending the invite, but you already signed up yourself, one of them told me that then you are basically in a black hole. Nobody can take ownership of you. So first of all, is this still the case? And how does somebody, especially after they start building their operation to a level where they would like to have an account executive, is that kind of a relationship possible with Amazon these days?
That nuance, it's kind of like you can't wait for someone to invite you to be on Amazon. It's like, I'm a seller, I have a product, I'm going to go get on Amazon. That seems like it's happenstance, where it's like, oh, I actually get this person inviting me, okay, I'll do it. I think that that's probably few and far between, because most people like are on Amazon. How many, like how often does that really happen? Is that like 2% of the time, 1% of the time, when they actually don't have the selection? That seems like a very, very small bucket of people who have access to that kind of help. And the majority, 99% of sellers, are in the bucket of, I'm on the marketplace and I'm on my own to be able to figure things out. That's kind of like the 1P, 3P, like when you have a vendor manager, which now at this point, I mean, that's very fully automated. I would expect that to be less, because I think more is being offshored, more automation is coming. That's the whole point. Amazon's trying to scale their platform, and having the white glove service is going to be few and far between. So I just wouldn't rely on that as like an average seller, because that's going to be a small percentage of the population. I think it's way better to take destiny and control of your own hands by forming the community, by working with people like you, by working with, looking at the Facebook groups. Like that to me is like the smallest nuance of, I wouldn't wait for an invitation, because they don't have that many people doing that. And I think more and more of those jobs are being offshored to automate things
Yeah.
anyways.
You know what I used to do? To this day, I still have relationships with some of these individuals at Amazon whose jobs are to bring on new sellers. So whenever I have a new client who doesn't have an Amazon seller account, I would simply say, hey, I have somebody, and can you arrange an invite for them? And they will arrange the invite. So I mean, the seller would not be able to get to those people because I happen to have a relationship to arrange the invite. But
that's like, go to you to get
yeah, such a
but that is not, I would say, like, that is such a happenstance thing, that's another value add that you can bring to the community, which is, hey, I'm going to find a consultant or an agency that can help me get this invitation, because people don't even know to ask that question.
yeah, exactly.